Could we please rise as we welcome our 2017 summer graduates? We can give them a round of applause. We can be seated. Thank you, orchestra. Let's give them a round of applause. We have 4 members of our orchestra. This is a quartet.
Yes.
All right. But we typically have about 60 people
Yes.
performing. So we appreciate you coming out this evening. I have been tasked with welcoming this group, this gathering, for the 4 young people that we will be recognizing this evening. First thing I would like to do is recognize our esteemed guests. We'll start with our school board members. Mrs. Katrina Ruggles, could you please stand? We can give her a round of applause. Mrs. Paula Kuhn, could you please stand? School Board Vice President, Dr. Viola Johnson, please stand. School Board President, Mrs. Jessica Miranda. We also have a 5th school board member who's not with us this evening, is Mr. Jeff Birdie. We also have a number of central office level administrators here with us this evening. Could you all stand so we can give you a round of applause? And last but definitely not least, our leader, Mr. Anthony G. Smith, Superintendent, Winton Woods City Schools. You know, when I reflect on what we do here at the high school, we have a number of events where we recognize, pay homage to our young people for all the good things and great things that they do. But this event, even though it's a smaller event, more intimate event, it always means something special to me because I think back to why I became an educator. And it's easy for us to celebrate the young people who always do it the right way, who make great choices, and who go through the process without many slips and falls. It's a whole different conversation when you're talking about young people who understand what it means to face some challenges, to face some obstacles, but still persevere and go beyond what most people thought they couldn't even achieve. So it's extremely important for me to be standing in front of you at an event like this to recognize the 4 young people that's standing in front of us. So let's give them another round of applause. One of the messages before I turn it over to one of our assistant principals who has some words of encouragement for the young people that we're honoring tonight, I want to make sure that you understand that this is just closing one chapter. You know, your life is going to be full of a lot of different chapters. And one of the things that we hope that happens through a high school experience is that you learn some foundational stuff. You control the things that you can control so you can springboard into the next chapter, whatever that is for you. So I commend you for being in a position to be prepared for that next chapter. Remember, this is just closing the door to one small chapter, and now you open it up to a bigger chapter in your life, where there's going to be decisions made, where there's going to be opportunities presented, where there's going to be more challenges and obstacles, but you're up for the challenge. So we're excited that you are now Winton Woods Warriors, and we're excited to be here to celebrate you tonight. So with that being said, I welcome my colleague, Ms. Amber Strauss, our assistant principal.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. We are gathered here tonight to honor our newest group of Winton Woods High School graduates. The students being honored tonight have arrived at this point in their life, a night that was always their final destination in their high school experience. The graduates may not have taken the planned route to get here tonight. They've dealt with roadblocks and obstacles that have made their journey more difficult, but nevertheless they persisted. And they have overcome all those obstacles to be here with us tonight. I'm reminded of a story of a cartoonist. This young man loved to draw, and he knew that he had a skill set that would allow him to delight others with his drawings. He sent cartoon after cartoon to newspaper editors, and editor after editor rejected him. They told him that he had no talent. He even got hired by one of the newspapers, and they fired him very quickly after, and they said that he lacked imagination and original ideas. He was finally hired by a minister that wanted him to draw cartoons for his church. So they put him in a little shed that was mouse infested, and he sat there and he drew cartoons for this church. And one day he looked at one of the mice and he took some inspiration and he drew that mouse. And that was kind of his jumping off point. Anyone know who that cartoonist might have been? It was Walt Disney. Walt Disney went from a cartoonist that couldn't get hired, and when he did, he got fired right away. And they said, you just don't have it. And now Disney is just synonymous. We know Disney. Everyone in the world knows Disney. There's parks all over the world, movies, cartoons. And Walt Disney, he didn't meet his dream right away. He didn't get there the way he thought he was going to. But he got there. He kept going and he persisted. So to the graduates tonight, congratulations. You're off to the next chapter of your life with your diploma in your hand. Soon, not yet. But it'll be in your hand when you walk out of this room tonight. And there's one skill that you guys have learned that no matter what we do in this building, we can't always teach it to everybody. You learn persistence. You didn't say in June, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this. You came back and you took the test, or you got the credits. You did whatever you had to do to get there, even if it wasn't on that planned path. And for that, we congratulate you. Because as you move through life, you're going to continue to persist, you're going to continue to strive for success, and hopefully you never give up on your dreams. Thank you. Next will be the presentation of graduates with Mr. Eric Martin.
There's also another person who's not with us this evening that I would definitely like to make sure that we acknowledge her, and that's Mrs. Brenda Hodges Davis. She spent a lot of time and energy leading the group of teachers that work at our Project Success and Warrior Success to help you get to this point in this moment. So I really want to recognize her. She couldn't be with us this evening, but we can give her a round of applause as well. Mr. Smith, please join me. Is it? Somebody coming in? Yeah, they can. There are doors open. They should come in. Yeah, he said there's some people that's trying to come in. If you wanted to get a photo op of me and Mr. Smith standing here, here's your time. If I'd have known we had a minute, I would have gotten him a stool so he can kind of. Oh. I pay for it all the time. All right. Was this the group of people you were talking about? Okay. All right. Mr. Smith, as the principal of Winton Woods High School, it gives me great pleasure to present to you Winton Woods High School class of 2017 summer graduates for certification.
Miss Miranda. This one. You need a stool? I had to do it to somebody. Miss Miranda, as Superintendent of Winton Woods City Schools, I certify that the graduates standing before me and those in absentia have met all of the requirements established by the State of Ohio, and Winton Woods City School District Board of Education are entitled to receive their diplomas.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the State of Ohio, and with the presentation and certification by the Superintendent that these students of Winton Woods High School have satisfactorily completed the requirements for graduation, as prescribed by the Ohio Department of Education. I hereby confirm their graduation, and therefore they are entitled to receive their diplomas of graduation and to enjoy whatever benefits pertaining thereto.
This is the point of the program where we invite the summer graduates up so they can receive their diplomas. But we're going to call you individually, and I'll have Mrs. Strausser as well as Mrs. Crenshaw to come and join me. I mean, Miss Crenshaw.
No, you bless me.
Miss Crenshaw. Here you go. So you're gonna call her names.
Desmond Baker.
Congratulations, young man.
Kenneth Brookins.
Miss Strauss.
Jada Terry. And Ronaldo Varner.
This time, I'll turn the microphone over to Ms. Crenshaw with closing remarks. Also, ask me to do their tassel turn. Stand with the tassel.
Graduates, at this time, I'm going to have you stand and move your tassels from your right over to your left. Y'all are official. Congratulations again. You all may be seated. I wanted to share a poem with you to close out. Graduate, no matter which road you choose, no matter how long it may seem, let your heart be your guide along the way if you want to fulfill your dreams. No matter the detours, the roadblocks, or dark nights, continue your heart's desire. Lift up your torch and don't be afraid to set the world on fire. You are the light of a new day. Shine for all to see. Carry your knowledge from this day forward. Blaze a trail for history. No one will ever be quite like you. Remember this important truth. We all have a purpose in this life, and it begins in our youth. Who you are now and who you will become is determined by your soul. And with your dreams in your heart to lead the way, you can conquer any goal. Congratulations. You all are absolutely amazing, and we're absolutely proud to be here to celebrate with you and your families today. As a Winton Woods graduate, welcome to being a Warrior alumni. Give back, that means a lot. We want to see you here coming back and speaking about your experience, your journey, your challenges, but absolutely your perseverance and how you conquered. Okay, so congratulations to you all. Parents and families, we welcome you to join us in the back for light refreshments. We're going to have about 2 minutes of parents if you want to run up and take a picture of the cake, and then we'll go ahead and cut it and celebrate with our families. Congratulations again. Thank you all for coming.
Pictures. I need the graduates to come up and have